I can't wait for Christmas.
This is a special presentation from the Can't Wait for Christmas podcast studios. The made-for-podcast Christmas movie, A Bomb for Christmas 2. Past, present, and future. Exterior, Port Caldwell, sunset. The camera pans over the snowy Christmas town of Port Caldwell, Washington, where we see kids building snowmen and having snowball fights. We see Port Caldwell Square, where the annual Christmas festival is in full swing. Booths, rides, and a big Christmas tree that lights up as the camera scrolls by. Then the camera pans up through the clouds into the night sky, where a plane glides through the air. We hear the captain's voice as the plane moves through the clouds.
Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. This is your captain speaking. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on Harlan Airlines Flight 121-192. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 33,000 feet at an airspeed of 400 miles per hour. The time is 4:15 p.m. Aside from a few light snowflakes, the weather looks pretty good, and with a little holiday luck, we should be getting into Denver ahead of schedule. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Camera cuts to interior, Harlan Airlines Flight 121-192, sunset. We're now in the interior of the plane where we see Holly McTiernan, a tough Seattle cop who looks an awful lot like Danica McKellar. She stands up from her seat.
Attention everyone. My name is Holly McTiernan. I'm a detective with the Seattle Police Department. I'm sorry to disturb you, but does anyone have a pair of nail clippers?
Holly's non-threateningly handsome husband, Bobby, stands up next to her.
They don't let you bring nail clippers on a plane anymore.
Multiple passengers pull out nail clippers and extend them toward Holly. She grabs the closest pair.
Wait, you're telling me I could have been packing nail clippers in my carry-on all this time?
Not now, Bobby.
Holly cautiously opens the lid of a Christmas present sitting on her seat cushion to reveal a bomb with electronic gadgets and red and green wires.
Is that a bomb?
Yep.
At Christmas?
Yep.
Again?
I know. How could the same thing happen to the same couple twice?
A speaker crackles to life on the device.
Welcome back to the Christmas party. So glad you could drop by.
The screen goes black as the title A Bomb for Christmas 2, Past, Present, and Future fills the screen. The screen cuts to close-up images of scissors cutting wrapping paper and red and green ribbons as the credits roll. Interior, Police Station Office Day. The text, earlier that day, appears on screen as we see Tracy Chabert, a confident, raven-haired detective who looks a bit like the actress from Party of Five and Mean Girls, but I can't think of her name. She strides through the office, and she looks around at the various desks, doesn't find what she's looking for, and knocks on the captain's door.
Come in.
Tracy opens the door and enters the captain's office.
Captain, do you know where Holly is? I haven't seen her all day.
She's probably on her way to the airport.
The airport? Is she working on that missing baggage handler case? I thought the port police were handling that.
No. Holly and Bobby spent the morning at the Port Caldwell Christmas Festival, and tonight they're flying out to Colorado to spend Christmas with Holly's family.
Oh, right. It's Christmas Eve.
Did you seriously forget it was Christmas Eve?
I was focused on getting the paperwork finished on the Sadler case.
So it's finished?
No. That's why I wanted to talk to Holly.
Well, it sounds like that paperwork won't be finished until after the holidays. The trial isn't until February. Might as well head out. There's not much for you to do here.
I'm sure there's something that needs to be done around here.
If you hurry, you could catch the game. Didn't Joe McCringleberry leave a ticket for you at will call?
He did? Wait, how do you know that?
Holly has mentioned it. More than once.
Well, it's probably because he feels obligated since Holly and I saved his life last Christmas. I mean, it's not really, it's not even, it doesn't even mean...
Were you gonna finish any of those sentences?
Anyway, I'm just gonna go see if I can find the Sadler case info on Holly's desk.
Is this deja vu? I spent last Christmas convincing Holly not to be such a workaholic. Is it your turn this year?
Fine, I'll go. But I'll have my phone on me if you need me.
Tracy walks out of the captain's office and towards the elevator.
I won't!
Tracy yells over her shoulder.
You might!
The elevator arrives and Tracy steps in and turns around to face the captain. Just before the doors close, she pulls out her phone and points to it. The captain sighs and shakes his head as he goes back to typing. Interior, police parking lot day. Tracy walks through the parking lot and gets into her car. As she slides into the driver's seat, she notices Candace sitting in her back seat.
What the dickens?
Hello, Detective. Sorry if I startled you.
Well, breaking into a police detective's car in the parking lot garage of a police station is not the smartest move.
It is in this case. We need your help.
Who's we?
I'm part of an organization called the Christmas Initiative.
Like a charity? This is an aggressive way to ask for donations.
Not exactly. We save Christmas.
From what?
Whatever threatens the magic of the holidays.
So if a Grinch shows up, we call you?
Not quite. Perhaps you've heard the story of the Christmas armistice of 1914? It was Christmas Eve, and World War I had been raging across Europe for months. But that Christmas Eve, the soldiers stopped firing and started singing Christmas carols. Both sides climbed out of their trenches and celebrated with each other, despite the fact that they'd just been trying to kill each other, despite their language barriers, despite the fact that each side had been taught that the other side was evil. They worked together and saved Christmas.
So you stop wars every Christmas?
Not exactly. But after that Christmas, some of those German and British and French soldiers got together to create a group that would come together and stop bad things from happening on Christmas. Over the years, the group grew beyond their wildest dreams as they discovered more and more people who wanted to save Christmas. Each year we find remarkable people, and we ask them to join us. This year, I'm asking you.
Okay, well, I'm flattered, but I think the one you want is my partner, Holly. She's the one who stopped Alana Rachmanovich when she tried to blow up the Port Caldwell Christmas Festival last year.
First of all, don't act like you weren't part of saving the festival last year. Secondly, we actually recruited Holly last year. That's why I'm here. We think her flight is in danger.
Tracy's eyes widen as we cut to interior airport day. Holly and Bobby are walking down the gangway to board the plane. Bobby is FaceTiming with George, an older but still crazy handsome man with salt and pepper hair and a corduroy jacket.
I don't know how you pulled it off, Bobby. The festival was even better than last year.
You're just saying that because no one tried to blow it up this year.
That was a major plus, I won't lie.
Betty pops into frame. She's a super cute, sweet, older, but not old lady. The kind of lady who could easily have played a mom in a 90s sitcom.
Is that Bobby and Holly?
Betty says hi.
Hi, Betty.
I can't believe you guys are going to miss the tree lighting.
Well, it was either we take this flight or the 10:30 flight, which has 2 layovers, and we wouldn't get to Colorado until 4 in the morning.
We may be waiting until 4 in the morning anyway. Why isn't this line moving?
A figure dressed in an airport uniform with a hat and glasses obscuring their face exits the plane and pushes past Holly, Bobby, and the rest of the line. Holly watches the figure until her focus is pulled back to the phone.
But George is right, Bobby. I haven't had this much fun since George and I were on our honeymoon.
Well, we'll let you go. The children's choir will be starting soon, and you know how much Betty likes to hear them.
They're my favorite. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Bobby hangs up.
Looks like we're finally moving. Wonder what the holdup was.
Holly looks back at the direction where the hooded figure disappeared.
Yeah, I wonder.
Interior, Tracy's car, day.
So, if Holly's in danger, how can I help?
You'll need to get to the football stadium.
But Holly's at the airport.
You will be working with 3 of our special agents.
Okay, they can handle whatever's happening at the football stadium, and I'll head to the airport.
Expect the first one when the sun sets.
Look, if Holly's in danger, I have to get to her before her flight leaves. Look at the time.
Tracy turns around to gesture to the clock on her dashboard. When she turns back around,
She's probably already...
Candace is gone. Tracy looks around in the back seat, opens the door, and looks around the parking garage. There is no one to be found. She gets back in the car.
I didn't think anything could get weirder than last Christmas.
Tracy starts the car and drives out of the parking garage. Exterior, Seattle streets, day. Tracy is driving down the streets, and just as the sun starts to set, she comes to a red light. As she stops, she sees a sign that says Airport with an arrow pointing left and Football Stadium with an arrow pointing right. She flips on her blinker and hears a voice from behind her.
I think you want the other blinker.
The camera pans over to see the ghost of Christmas Past sitting in the back seat, a tall, slender man with a bushy mustache and a chin beard dressed in a Victorian-era suit.
Who are you?
I am the agent whose coming was foretold to you.
Say what now?
I am the ghost of Christmas Past.
Okay, yep. This is officially weirder than last Christmas.
Exterior, Football Stadium, sunset. The camera pans across the crowded stadium as cheerleaders dressed in festive Christmas outfits hype the crowd. The announcers' voices are heard as we pan around the stadium, seeing the fans, the players, and officials all preparing to start the game.
Hey there, sports fans. It's almost kickoff time in this Christmas Eve matchup of Seattle versus San Francisco. Of course, we all remember a few years ago when these two teams met and star Seattle kicker Joe McCringleberry kicked an incredible 61-yard field goal, winning the game.
That's right, Bert. And of course, last Christmas, McCringleberry used those skills in real life by kicking a bomb away from a local Christmas festival and saving hundreds of lives. I know we were looking forward to seeing our Christmas hero on the field tonight, but I don't see him on the sidelines.
We'll try and get some more details on that before the game starts. But right now, we turn our attention to the 50-yard line, where everyone's favorite holiday a cappella group, Stratotonics Free, will be singing our national anthem.
Camera cuts to Stratotonics Free as they begin to sing the anthem. As they sing, the camera pans across the Seattle sidelines where we see an empty spot on the bench with McCringleberry's jersey on it. Then, we cut to interior, Harlan Airlines Flight 121-192, sunset. Holly is sitting in her seat. She looks over at the seat next to her where her husband Bobby is watching a Christmas episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine on his phone. The plane captain comes on the PA.
Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. This is your captain speaking.
As the plane captain speaks, Holly looks at the seat in front of her. She notices that there is a Christmas card tucked behind the in-flight magazine. She pulls it out to see that it says Detective McTiernan on it. Confused, she opens it. The cover of the card depicts a cartoon-style explosion with the words, "Boom," written in huge letters. She opens the card and the text reads, "Look under your seat." Holly reaches under her seat to discover the Christmas present we saw in the opening scene. She opens the lid, gasps, and closes it again. She carefully places the package on her seat and stands up.
Attention, everyone. My name is Holly McTiernan. I'm a detective at the Seattle Police Department. I'm sorry to disturb you, but does anyone have a pair of nail clippers?
End Act 1. Cut to commercial.
Ho, ho, ho! Greetings and salutations! This is Kiki Cronin, and I played Tracy Chabert, and I just want to say, happy holidays to you and yours. I hope you've enjoyed this experience just as much as I have.
Greetings. This is your plane captain, played by Tim Dumont, wishing you the merriest of Christmases.
Hello, everyone. This is Sean Sotka, host of Christmas Podcasts, and I played Ernie, one of the announcers on A Bomb for Christmas 2, Past, Present, and Future. And I just want to say thank you to Tim for having me a part of that. And I want to wish everybody, including Tim and everybody that's on our website, Christmas Podcasts, and everybody else listening to this, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Have a great 2026, and I hope you've enjoyed A Bomb for Christmas 2 as much as we did putting it together for you guys. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. This is Jax Collier, and I played Candace. I want to wish you a very lovely holiday season filled with cozy socks, warm hugs, lots of hot cocoa, so much love, and a little bit of magic.
Interior, Tracy's car, sunset. Tracy and the ghost of Christmas past sit in Tracy's car.
You want to run that by me again? You're a ghost.
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Like in that one Bill Murray movie?
There have been many depictions of me and my brothers over the years. I prefer the version with the guy from Star Trek.
Okay, but what are you doing here?
I'm with the Christmas Initiative. I'm here to help save your partner.
Then let's go to the airport.
There's no point in going to the airport. Her plane has already taken off. Besides, you're a detective. You know sometimes before you can go forward, you've got to take a few steps back.
The car lurches into reverse and speeds backward down the road. Tracy grabs the wheel and tries to hit the brakes.
How are you doing this? Why can't I stop the car?
Let's visit a recent Christmas and see if we can't find the answers you seek.
The car speeds down the road faster and faster until the world outside becomes a blur, and there's a bright flash of light. Suddenly the car is stopped, and it is bright daylight. The ghost of Christmas past gets out, followed by Tracy. When they emerge, we see that they are in exterior, Port Caldwell Square, day. The camera pans over from Tracy and the ghost standing by the car to the Port Caldwell Christmas Festival. A crowd is gathered in front of the entrance. There is a big red and white striped Christmas ribbon stretched across the entrance, and Bobby, George, and Mayor DeLeo stand in front of the ribbon with a giant pair of scissors. The camera focuses in on the mayor.
The Port Caldwell Christmas Festival has been a tradition for as long as I can remember. It celebrates the best in us,
We're in Port Caldwell?
Your partner's hometown.
And it's daytime again?
Yes, we've traveled back to last Christmas Eve.
What do you mean last Christmas Eve?
The day you, your partner Holly, and that football player you find so attractive stopped a bomb from going off near the Port Caldwell Christmas Festival.
How could we possibly... Oh, hold on. Who told you I find Joe McCringleberry attractive?
Let's just say I noticed things about...
Actually, forget I asked. What I really want to know is, if you can time travel, why not just take me back a few hours to Warren Holly?
That's not how this works. These are but shadows of the things that have been. We can't change anything. We are just here to observe.
Why would we need to observe this? We already know how this ends. There's a bomb in the tree topper, Holly hung out of a helicopter to grab it, and McCringleberry kicked the bomb away from the festival. But right now, in the present, Holly is on a plane and she's in danger.
Do you know the full story of what happened last year?
Okay, when you ask a question like that, I kind of feel like maybe I don't. But again, what does this have to do with Holly?
Sometimes, to find the answers to what's going on in the present, you have to explore the past. For instance, let's listen in on this conversation.
The ghost of Christmas Past walks Tracy over to the side of the entrance where Bobby, George, and Mayor DeLeo have just cut the ribbon to open the festival.
Welcome to the Port Caldwell Christmas Festival.
The excited festival goers file in while the mayor, George, and Bobby stand off to the side.
Well, I'm sure you have a lot to do, so I'll leave you to it. And I'll go get some of Betty's hot cocoa.
Actually, I'll join you. I want to make sure she's all set for the gingerbread house decorating contest.
And I'm going to...
Bobby is interrupted by his phone ringing.
Answer this call, apparently.
Mayor and George walk away as Bobby puts his phone to his ear and a mysterious Russian voice crackles through the speaker.
Hello, old friend. Congratulations. You have done your job so well.
Thanks?
Do you know who this is?
Of course, that's my partner's husband, Bobby.
And do you know who he's on the phone with?
If I remember correctly from Holly's report, that's Alana. She's the one who planted the bombs at the festival that day. She was posing as security in order to get closer to Bobby and McCringleberry.
Maybe we should see who's on the other side of this conversation.
The ghost snaps his fingers, and he and Tracy are instantly transported to Interior Festival Office Day. Despite the deep, manly Russian voice you're hearing, a tall, muscular woman sits in front of a bank of security monitors talking into a phone.
I am in your office right now.
Okay, is there going to be a lot of zapping from place to place?
You don't seem surprised to see Alana here in the festival office.
That's the least surprising part of this. I told you already, Holly told me about these conversations.
But she couldn't have told you about this one, because she didn't know it happened.
The Russian-voiced woman dials the phone and puts it to her ear.
Okay, he took the bait. He is on his way over here now.
So, who's she talking to?
Let's go see.
Hold on, are you about to...
The ghost snaps his fingers, and the two of them are now in Exterior Festival Marketplace Day. Alana is standing in the crowd with her phone to her ear. Conveniently, to avoid confusion for us, this Alana is using her normal speaking voice.
Thanks, sis. I owe you one.
Tracy looks shocked.
How could Alana be in two places at once? And why is she calling herself?
Alana sees Holly in the distance and walks alongside her.
Hey, Holly. Enjoying the festival?
Hey, Alana. I am indeed.
Tracy and the ghost talk as Holly and Alana walk away.
Hold on. She said sis. Are you trying to tell me that Alana Rikmanovich has a twin sister?
Now you see why we had to return to this day.
Not really. I feel like you could have just told me this in the present.
But a detective like you would want to investigate more, I'm sure.
I take it that the twin is the one threatening Holly in the future.
If these shadows remain unaltered, I see an empty chair at your precinct where Holly once sat.
Wait, how did the sister even escape from the festival that night? Surely she would have been rounded up with the rest of Alana's goons.
Now that's a question I can show you the answer to.
You're about to go all Thanos on me, aren't you?
The ghost snaps, and the scene changes to Interior, McCringleberry's hotel room, dusk. Alana starts to go for the door when Holly points a gun at her.
Freeze!
Alana pauses, looks at Holly, and continues to move towards the door.
I'm warning you.
Alana smiles.
That gun's not loaded, is it?
I don't know. Have a look.
Holly throws her empty gun at Alana and leaps out the window?
Fine. Jump to your death from a 4-story window. What do I care?
Alana runs out the hotel room door. Her phone rings.
Hello?
Alana, it is Gemma. Bobby and the cop escaped.
Yeah, a little late now. I'm chasing after them. I'll call you back.
Alana runs off down the hall.
But she never did call back, did she?
No, she chased them up to the roof and ended up falling to her death.
I guess that's the end of the story, right?
No, we still had to get rid of the bomb.
Ah, yes.
Please tell me you're not going to snap us to the helicopter.
What's wrong with the helicopter?
One of the major things I learned last year is that I don't like helicopters. It was my New Year's resolution to never be near one again.
Fear not.
The ghost snaps, and the two disappear. The camera pans across the hotel room to the window Holly jumped out of. Suddenly, her hand reaches up from below. Cut to exterior, just outside the festival, night. Holly, Alana, Bobby, McCringleberry, and Captain stand in an empty field with a helicopter and a bomb.
Okay, it's getting down to crunch time. Options?
There's just not enough time. There's no way to defuse this thing.
Is that me?
Yes, this is a few minutes later.
Right. Alana had already fallen off the roof, and we'd grabbed the bomb from the top of the Christmas tree, and we brought it to the abandoned field.
But it wasn't abandoned for long.
No, a bunch of McCringleberry fans came rushing over, so we had to get the bomb out of here, and McCringleberry managed to kick it all the way over to the abandoned festival office.
Abandoned? Are you sure?
You mean the sister is still in that building? Quick, you gotta snap us over there. He's about to kick the bomb.
I assumed you'd want to stay and watch that part.
Look, matchmaker of Christmas past, we don't have time for this.
We literally do. I've been manipulating time since we got here.
Fair point.
Holly grabs the bomb and holds it on the ground like a football. Joe looks back at the crowd closing in, down at the bomb, and then at the building. His eyes narrow and he takes a few steps back. Then he takes 2 long strides and kicks the bomb as hard as he can. They all watch the bomb fly through the air, heading towards the building. The bomb crashes through a window in the building, and the building erupts into a giant fireball. The ghost snaps his fingers, and we cut to interior festival office night. The building is coming apart around Gemma. She is running as the walls and ceiling crash around her. She jumps through a window just as the building collapses. As the smoke clears, the ghost and Tracy stand next to the rubble.
There's no way she could walk away from that.
Not for an hour or two, but we don't have to wait that long. See?
Time speeds up, and the firefighters arrive on the scene. We watch them put out the blaze in high speed. Time returns to normal as they start searching through the debris. As they are focusing on one area, Gemma climbs out of another, bleeding and bruised.
She lived?
Gemma limps away from the rubble, unseen by the firefighters. Tracy and the ghost follow. After a while, Gemma passes an electronics store with TVs in the window. Channel 5 Action News' Gern Blanston is giving a report from the festival.
So that was a Christmas Port Caldwell will never forget. To recap, the old building and loan office lies in ruins tonight after a bombing was thwarted by a combined effort of local police and the Seattle Police Department. The apparent target of the bomb was Seattle football star Joe McCringleberry. Although there are a few minor injuries and a lot of shaken-up festival goers, officials say the only casualty was the bomber herself, former Seattle restaurateur Alana Rikmanovich.
You'll pay for this. One day, you'll all pay.
Okay, that seems like a pretty clear motive. Where is this Gemma now?
That sounds like a question about the present, which is not my field. Fortunately, my brother will be along shortly.
We don't have time to wait for your brother. We have to get to...
Tracy's interrupted by the sound of a honking horn, and she turns around to see that she is back in her car. Interior, Tracy's car, sunset. Tracy takes a moment to look around and see she's back where she started, but now she's alone in the car. The car behind her honks again, and she speeds off.
I gotta get to the airport.
I think you're forgetting that where you need to go is the football stadium.
As Tracy screams, the car swerves a bit. She rights the car and then turns around to see the ghost of Christmas Present, a guy dressed in green robes bordered in white fur who resembles a stylish Santa Claus sitting in her back seat.
Who are you?
I'm the ghost of Christmas Present.
End of Act 2. Cut to commercial.
Hey everyone, this is Brian Earl. I played the Ghost of Christmas Past. Just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you to Tim for putting all of this together, and I'm wishing everyone all the comfort and joy of the season.
Hello, this is Brendan Sherb, and I played Bobby.
And this is Emily Sherb, and I played Alana and Gemma.
And we just want to say,
whether you've been naughty
or nice,
have a wonderful Christmas.
Hello everyone, fellow waiters. This is Edward Frizzell, and I play George in A Bomb for Christmas 1 and 2. And I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you have a wonderful time. And a little shout out to my wife Louise and my amazing son Freddie.
Interior, Tracy's car, sunset. Tracy is driving down the highway with the Ghost of Christmas Present in the back seat.
Why do you guys keep trying to get me to go to the football stadium? Holly is in trouble at the airport.
It might be faster if I just turn the car for you.
Tracy's car does a 180-degree turn, jumps the center divide, and zooms off in the opposite direction.
Are you crazy?
It's important that we get to the football stadium.
What is it with you ghosts in this football stadium? Is now really the time to watch a game?
I'm not sure you fully grasped the lessons from the past. Perhaps I should show you something else happening on this Christmas Eve.
As before, the car speeds down the road, faster and faster, until the world outside becomes a blur. There's a bright flash of light. Suddenly, the car is stopped outside the football stadium. Then, Tracy opens the door, and when she gets out, she's at Exterior, Port Caldwell Christmas Festival, main stage, dusk. Tracy and the Ghost move slowly towards the stage. The children's choir is just finishing up We Wish You a Merry Christmas. George and Betty are on the stage and speak to the crowd.
How about another hand for the Rhododendron Elementary School Choir? Aren't they great? It wouldn't be Christmas without them. They're fundraising for a big school trip next year, so you can hire them for your private events. And as George and I discovered last spring, they will even do weddings.
Betty winks at George.
You've got to be kidding me. The Port Caldwell Christmas Festival again?
Sometimes, to find the missing piece, you have to look at the whole puzzle.
And now, it's time for our special guest for this year's tree lighting ceremony, Gern Blanston from Channel 5 Action News.
Thank you, everyone. It's great to be here. I know I'm no match for last year's guest, Joe McCringleberry. He couldn't be here this year because he has a game tonight, and not because someone tried to blow him up last year.
Ixnay on talking about the Ombe.
Oh, right. Sorry. Well, for years, I've been reporting on this event. It's such an honor to be a part of it this year. Let's light this tree up.
Tracy and the Ghost talk as the countdown and tree lighting continues in the background.
This seems like a huge waste of time.
Not as interested in the tree lighting without Mr. McCringleberry here?
Is that really your takeaway? Besides, why would he even be here? Even if he didn't have a game, the last time he did the tree lighting here...
Tracy's eyes go wide with realization.
There it is.
If Gemma is out for revenge on Holly and Bobby, she'll probably be targeting McCringleberry too.
Now you see why we need to get to the football stadium.
Once again, I feel like you or the other guy could have just said that.
That's not our way.
Clearly. Okay, let's get to the football stadium.
Touch my robes.
I'm sorry, do what now?
Oh, it's not like that. Just the cuff of my sleeve or something.
Are you serious?
Look, I'm trying to save Christmas, not get canceled.
Tracy skeptically touches the Ghost's sleeve and they are instantly whisked off screen. Interior, football stadium, back room. Tracy and the Ghost appear in the room where we see Joe McCringleberry is tied to a chair and unconscious. Tracy runs over to him.
McCringleberry, I'll get you out of there. Did Alana's sister do this?
Her fingers pass through the ropes. She tries again with the same result.
He can't hear you, and you can't untie him. We are just here to observe.
I've observed enough. It's time to do something.
You still don't have the whole picture.
The Ghost points to the door, and the same hooded figure that Holly saw exiting the plane back at the airport walks over, slaps McCringleberry on the cheeks to wake him up, pulls something out of her pocket, and slips it into McCringleberry's shirt pocket.
Is Gemma going to try and frame McCringleberry for what happens to Holly's plane?
If these shadows remain unchanged, I see...
The other ghost already used that line.
What? I hate it when my brother steals my lines. Anyway, just keep watching.
The hooded figure pulls off her hood to reveal that she is Gemma.
Alana? You're alive?
No. Alana's dead thanks to you and your friends. I'm her sister, Gemma.
I didn't know Alana had a sister.
Maybe if you'd taken the time to get to know her, you would have.
I mean, the only reason I met her was she was trying to kill me, so now I have a lot of opportunities for bonding.
You ruined her life and killed her. Then you and your friends just walked away. They treated you like heroes. That ends tonight. I'm going to ruin your big Christmas Eve game. But if it's any consolation, tonight is still going to be a big night for you. You're going to lose your friend and business partner in a plane crash. And thanks to that detonator in your pocket, you're going to get the blame for it.
McCringleberry struggles against the ropes. Tracy runs over and swings a punch at Gemma, but it goes right through her.
I'm surprised we haven't heard from Holly yet. She should have noticed the little note I left at her seat.
A beeping starts coming from McCringleberry's pocket.
Look, Gemma, we can work this out. You do not have to do this.
Sorry, that beeping means no more talking. From you.
Gemma puts a gag around McCringleberry's mouth, pulls the device out of his pocket, presses a button, and speaks into it in her Russian voice.
Welcome back to the Christmas party. So glad you could drop by.
Holly's voice is heard through the device.
Who are you?
I just went over this with your friend McCringleberry, and I hate repeating myself. Besides, you have a much more important question. How are you going to stop that bomb from going off? You cannot just kick it away this time, especially since I have your kicker friend right here with me.
There's over 100 people on this plane.
Relax, detective. I am going to give you a chance to save everyone since you love being the hero. I assume you have already done the cliche cop thing and grabbed something to cut wires with, probably nail clippers. Well, here's your chance to use them. You no doubt see a green wire and a red wire. You will have to decide what to cut, but choose wrong and boom. You have about a minute to make up your mind. Good luck.
This isn't a game. Tell me which one to cut.
Gemma shuts off the communication device and puts it back in McCringleberry's pocket.
Well, I've got to go. They're going to start looking for you after the anthem is done. And by kickoff, they'll be hauling you away for blowing up your friend's plane.
Gemma pulls out a hypodermic needle.
Don't worry. They'll write this off as you being naughty this Christmas.
Gemma injects McCringleberry with the needle and he passes out. She unties him and he falls to the floor just as the anthem can be heard over the stadium speakers.
Payback really is the best Christmas present.
Gemma leaves. Tracy tries to stop her, but she keeps passing through her. She runs back to pick up McCringleberry, but her fingers pass through him as well. Tracy turns to the ghost, who is several feet away.
You've got to help me.
She reaches out, grabs his sleeve, and tugs on it to pull him closer. When she does, they are whisked out of the room, and we cut to... Interior, Harlan Airlines Flight, Sunset. Tracy and the ghost materialize behind Holly and Bobby crouched over the bomb.
How are you supposed to know which one to cut?
It must be some sort of logic puzzle. Green must mean something, red must mean something else, and I'm supposed to figure it out to pick which one of them is the one I should cut.
We're being terrorized by a 1960s Batman villain.
We gotta think. Red and green are both Christmas colors.
Red means stop, and green means go, right?
So I stop the red wire by cutting it.
Right.
Or should I go ahead and cut the green wire?
Right. Oh, dang it.
There must be another angle I'm not seeing. If only I had more time.
She's not going to make it. We have to do something.
Tracy looks around to see the ghost of Christmas Present is gone.
Seriously? Did you literally ghost me at the worst possible moment?
Holly, you've got this. Trust your instincts. I believe in you.
Holly puts the nail clippers around the red wire and snips. End Act 3, cut to commercial.
Hi there, this is Alonzo Duralde, and I played the Ghost of Christmas Present. And I just want to say, Happy Holidays to everybody.
Hello, this is Trish Healy, and I played the role of Betty. I want to wish everyone peace and joy this Christmas and a wonderful new year.
Merry Christmas to everyone out there in the Can't Wait for Christmas world. My name is Justin Dinger, and I played Gern Blanston, and I just want to say thanks to Tim for putting this all together, and a big thanks to my family for not rolling their eyes too much when they hear me on the podcast. Merry Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year.
Greetings! This is Noah. I played McCringleberry, and I just want to say Happy Holidays.
Greetings, everybody. This is Jeffrey Cronin, and I played the Russian voice. And I just wanted to say, I wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh, that sounds kind of evil and like I don't mean it. I should have seen that coming. Okay, let's just go with Feliz Navidad y Prospero Año Nuevo a todo.
We open on an extreme close-up on Tracy's eyes as she slowly opens them. The camera pulls back to see that wind is blowing wildly through her hair. As we pull back further, we see the exploding plane behind her. The camera circles around so that we are now behind her, and we can see that Tracy is plummeting towards the ground. We see Tracy frantically grasp for some way to slow her descent, but to no avail. The ground is getting closer and closer and closer. Then, just as she's about to hit... Everything goes dark and silent. As the darkness slowly fades away, we see exterior Port Caldwell Christmas Festival day. It is a dreary, overcast day, and Tracy sits up on a bench as though she's just awoken from a nightmare. As she surveys her surroundings, we see that the once bright and vibrant decorations have given way to a sparse and sad-looking scene.
Of course, I'm somehow back at this festival again.
A solemn phantom approaches, draped and hooded, coming like a mist along the ground towards Tracy.
You must be the ghost of Christmas future.
The ghost says nothing. It is shrouded in a deep black garment which conceals its head, its face, and its form, and left nothing of it visible save one outstretched hand pointing to the stage.
Look, I've been going through something pretty awful. Can you please just talk to me?
The ghost points again at the stage. Tracy sighs and turns to see Betty and George solemnly walking up to the microphone to address the sparse crowd.
We appreciate you folks coming out. I know that celebrating feels a little wrong this year.
But Holly and Bobby loved this festival, and we felt we should pay tribute to Holly, Bobby, and all the victims of Harlin Airlines Flight 121-192, taken from us 1 year ago today.
So, instead of our traditional tree lighting this year, we're unveiling this statue of Holly and Bobby that will stand as a memorial to them.
They pull a tarp off the statue to reveal the likenesses of Holly and Bobby holding hands and looking up to where the Christmas tree is in the town square.
I'd gotten to know Holly pretty well for the last year before she died. She was such a dear friend, a great cop, and she was even a bridesmaid at my wedding. She literally saved this festival 2 years ago. It's just such a shame that the person that she saved betrayed her.
No, that's wrong.
I've known Bobby for a long time. Even before he was the main sponsor of the festival, he would always help out with it every year. But this is the first time in I don't know how long I've had to do it without him. I can't believe the man he trusted, his business partner, would turn out to be such a cruel madman.
No, this isn't right. We have to do something. McCringleberry is innocent.
The ghost waves its cloak, and she and Tracy are transported to Interior Police Station Office Day. Tracy sees the future version of herself, who we will call Future Tracy to avoid confusion. She is following behind the captain, who is clearly trying to walk away from her.
Captain, you're not listening. I'm telling you, McCringleberry is innocent.
Let's step into my office.
The captain ushers Future Tracy into his office and shuts the door. The ghost and Tracy pass through the door to join them.
I told you to drop this case. You're too close to it.
But I've been looking into McCringleberry's story.
Look, I know you and McCringleberry had a thing where he would flirt with you and you would pretend to be oblivious to it.
He never flirted with me.
Tracy is momentarily taken back that she and her future self have said the same thing at the same time.
Oh, you really were oblivious.
I'll tell you who's oblivious. Whoever thought McCringleberry was able to plant the bomb on the plane while he was at a game.
The prosecution said there was an accomplice. A baggage handler named Bonnie went missing a few days before and has never been seen again.
I've heard that theory, but it makes no sense. There's no evidence. They've never met before this. They should really be looking into Alana's sister.
They did search for her. There is no evidence she ever had a sister.
She was born in Russia. The Russian government was no help for finding her birth records, but I looked through the personal items the medical examiner took off of Alana's body. One of them was a locket.
Future Tracy shows the captain an evidence photo of the locket. It has a picture of a young girl in a green shirt and another photo of the same young girl in a red shirt.
Yeah, it's weird that she wore a locket with a couple photos of herself.
Yes, extremely weird. Unless one of the photos isn't her.
We can't invent a whole human out of one picture. They searched everywhere for a Gemma Rikmanovich. There was no trace of her to be found.
They were so focused on the last name that they didn't even know where to look. I used some photos of Alana and did a facial recognition match and found a Gemma Ironoff who lives in Spokane Valley.
Future Tracy slaps a photocopy of Gemma's driver's license on the captain's desk.
She's the same height and build as Bonnie, the missing baggage handler. Bonnie wasn't the accomplice. She was another victim. Gemma kidnapped Bonnie, posed as her at work, planted the bomb, and then framed McCringleberry. Let me bring her in.
Tracy turns to the ghost of Christmas Future.
I know that's what really happened, but what my future self just said sounds crazy, even to me.
Look, Tracy, even if what you're saying is true, it's too late.
But Gemma is real.
The trial was months ago. No judge in the world would issue an arrest warrant for a person after someone else has already been tried and convicted for the same crime.
But what if I could prove she exists?
The Seattle PD can't go harassing citizens of neighboring cities because we're chasing theories. What we can do is give this information to McCringleberry's lawyer. He can hire a private investigator to collect some sort of proof.
Future Tracy grabs the photos off the captain's desk and starts to walk out of his office.
Tracy, I said you can't go after this Gemma person.
No, you said the Seattle PD can't go after her.
Future Tracy tosses her badge on the captain's desk.
Guess I'm a private investigator now.
Tracy watches as Future Tracy storms out of the office.
Yeah, it's not that easy to become a PI. But if present me knows this, then I assume future me does too. And at least I'm going to solve this case, right? Get McCringleberry's conviction overturned?
The ghost waves its cloak again, and she and Tracy are transported to interior, prison, day. An older-looking McCringleberry in prison clothes is escorted to a seat next to a phone.
You again.
The camera pulls back to reveal that on the other side of the glass sits Simone, a woman with dark hair, a scarf, and thick glasses. Behind her, Tracy and the ghost look on.
Hello again, Mr. McCringleberry.
She places a recorder up to the phone.
This is Simone Grubbs from the Morbid Fascinations podcast, and this is my annual interview with former football star and convicted murderer, Joe McCringleberry, on this, the 10th anniversary of the Harlan Airlines Flight 121-192 bombing.
Why? What's left to say?
10 years? He's still in jail and it's been 10 years?
Well, in all these years, you've never explained why you would kill your business partner, his wife, and a whole plane full of people.
Because I didn't.
Were you angry at Bobby for something?
No.
Was it something to do with his wife?
No.
Was it something to do with the drugs you were taking?
I wasn't taking any drugs.
Do you even feel any remorse for all those victims?
Feel? I used to feel many things. I felt sad to lose my friends, horrified at what happened on that plane, anger that no one would believe me that wasn't part of it. But after all this time, I just feel lonely.
And there it is, the once great Joe McCringleberry, now a bitter, broken man who refuses to take responsibility for what he's done.
Simone clicks off the recorder, hangs up the prison phone, and walks out of the room. McCringleberry is left alone in silence. Tracy starts to walk towards him. Suddenly, the ghost steps in front of her, blocking her view. She points behind Tracy. Tracy turns around, and the scene is changed to exterior, prison, day. Simone exits the prison and walks to the parking lot. As she fishes for her keys, she is interrupted by a woman blocking her path. She looks up to see an older Tracy standing in front of her. Young Tracy and the ghost are standing nearby, unseen.
You almost got away with it.
What are you talking about?
You could have just faded away. No one was even looking for you.
There must be some mistake.
But you had to come back and taunt him every year. It wasn't enough to just frame him. You had to torture him every year.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. I'm just a podcaster who...
Old Tracy grabs Simone's hair and scarf, then pulls. But it isn't hair, it's a wig. When old Tracy pulls it off, it reveals that Simone is actually old Gemma. Young Tracy turns to the ghost.
How many different voices do these sisters have?
Congratulations. It only took you a decade to figure it out. Some detective you are. No better than that loser, Holly.
Watch your mouth.
She couldn't even figure out my wire puzzle.
One red wire, one green wire. Some sort of twisted Christmas riddle.
See? You don't get it either. How sad. You've been chasing me down for all these years and still don't have the answers?
Young Tracy's eyes widen.
The wires don't have anything to do with Christmas.
Old Tracy, oblivious to her younger self, grabs old Gemma by her collar.
I don't care about your stupid riddles. I'm taking you in, and you're going to pay for what you've done. You're done torturing McCringleberry.
Well, you're partially right. I am done torturing McCringleberry, but not for the reason you were hoping for.
Suddenly, the prison behind them explodes. End Act 4. Cut to commercial.
Hi, this is Mike Westfall, and I played Captain Willis. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Don't forget to join Tim and me and a bunch of my other pals over on the Advent Calendar House on Christmas Eve. And God bless us, everyone.
Season's greetings, everyone. I'm Leslie, and I played the reporter in the final act.
I just want to say I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Michael Babb, and I played Quinn. Have a happy and safe Christmas season.
Hi, I'm James Babb, and I voiced Patrick, and I want you guys to have some happy days and a happy holidays and a happy New Year days, because days are important.
Hi, this is Janelle Babb, and I play Holly McTiernan, and I wanted to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy holidays.
Exterior, prison, day. The prison is engulfed in flames. The ghost of Christmas future and young Tracy stand near Gemma and old Tracy.
She blew up the prison.
Old Tracy lets go of Gemma's collar as she turns to take in the horrible scene. Old Gemma takes advantage of this distraction and knocks old Tracy off her feet. She runs off into the nearby forest.
Get up! You have to stop her!
Old Tracy lifts her head to stare at the burning prison, oblivious to her younger self. She sits, frozen with tears in her eyes.
It can't end like this.
Young Tracy takes off running after old Gemma. As she chases her deeper into the forest, she has to dodge more and more trees.
Stop!
Soon the forest is so thick with trees and branches, Tracy is having to squeeze between them.
I said stop!
The trees get thicker and thicker as Tracy tries to push through, almost as if the whole forest is closing in around her. Tracy strains to push through two giant sets of branches that are very close together, and when she finally does, she finds herself no longer in the forest. Exterior, football stadium, sunset. Tracy is surprised to see she has suddenly been transported to the football stadium. Two kids, Quinn and Patrick, walk by in McCringleberry jerseys.
Excuse me, boys. What day is this?
Pardon?
The date. What's today's date?
December 24th.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve.
The boys run off.
Maybe there's still time.
Tracy runs towards a door that says staff only and bursts through it. Interior, football stadium, back room, sunset. We are back in the room shown to Tracy by the ghost of Christmas present. Joe McCringleberry is tied to a chair and unconscious. Gemma enters and pulls the detonator out of her pocket, slaps McCringleberry on the cheeks to wake him up, and slips the device into McCringleberry's pocket. She pulls off her hood.
Alana? You're alive?
No. Alana's dead thanks to you and your friends. I'm her sister, Gemma.
Interior, football arena, inner hallways, sunset. Tracy is frantically searching from room to room, trying to find Gemma and McCringleberry. Interior, football stadium, back room, sunset. Gemma puts a gag around McCringleberry's mouth and pulls the device out of his pocket and presses a button and speaks into it in her Russian voice.
Welcome back to the Christmas party. So glad you could drop by.
Who are you?
Interior, football arena, inner hallways, sunset. Tracy is frantically trying doors, but each one is another disappointment. Interior, football stadium, back room, sunset.
You will have to decide what to cut. But choose wrong and boom. You have about a minute to make up your mind. Good luck.
This isn't a game. Tell me which one to cut.
Gemma shuts off the communication device. Just as she's slipping it into McCringleberry's pocket, Tracy bursts through the door. The surprise startles Gemma, who drops the device and it clatters to the floor. Tracy points her gun at Gemma.
Freeze!
Gemma slowly puts her hands up, but stares defiantly at Tracy.
Keep those hands up and back away.
Gemma moves towards the wall. Tracy steps forward and removes McCringleberry's gag.
You okay, McCringleberry?
I'm a lot better now than I was a few seconds ago. But in the future, if you want to hang out, you can just text me. You don't have to go for all this trouble.
Tracy smiles.
How about that? You are constantly flirting with me.
McCringleberry shrugs as best he can in his tied-up state. Gemma takes advantage of the distraction and lunges at Tracy's gun. The two struggle and the gun is thrown across the room.
Oh no! My constant flirting leads to disaster yet again!
Tracy starts to go for the gun. Gemma starts to go for the detonator. Tracy sees this and tackles Gemma. The two trade punches as each tries to reach for the detonator. Cut to interior, Harlan Airlines flight, sunset. Holly and Bobby are crouched over the bomb.
How are you supposed to know which one to cut?
It must be some sort of logic puzzle. Green must mean something, red must mean something else, and I'm supposed to figure it out to pick which one of them is the one I should cut.
We're being terrorized by a 1960s Batman villain.
We cut back to interior, football stadium, back room, sunset. Tracy has almost got the detonator within reach when Gemma grabs her and throws her behind a nearby table. Gemma grabs the detonator.
You cannot stop me. I will avenge my sister this day. I win.
Tracy jumps up and lands on the top of the table just as the national anthem can be heard playing over the stadium speakers.
You can't have won. The game doesn't start until after kickoff.
Tracy flips in the air and lands a flying kick to Gemma's jaw. Gemma drops the detonator and is knocked out cold. Cut to interior, Harlan Airlines flight, sunset.
Holly, you've got this. Trust your instincts. I believe in you.
Holly starts to put the nail clippers on the red wire when the speaker crackles to life.
Holly? Holly, are you there?
Tracy? What's going on?
You've got to listen to me. It's a trick. You've got to cut the red wire and the green wire at the exact same time. Anything else and the bomb goes off.
How do you know that?
You just have to trust me.
Holly positions the clippers over the wires.
Okay, here I go.
She cuts the wires. There's a tense moment of silence. Then the plane cheers.
Yippee-kayak, other buckets!
Tracy, where are you? What's going on?
I'm at the football stadium. It turns out Alana had a twin sister, Gemma, who was helping her last year, and she was going to take revenge on you and McCringleberry here.
Is Joe okay?
Yeah, he should be good to play his game tonight.
How did you find out what Gemma was up to?
Let's just say I took some initiative. Some Christmas initiative.
Holly smiles.
Is that an inside joke? Or am I supposed to know what that means?
I'll explain later. Thanks, partner. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Interior, football stadium, back room, sunset. Tracy smiles and puts the detonator in her pocket. She pulls out some handcuffs and cuffs Gemma.
I don't mean to sound impatient, but could you untie me?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Tracy unties McCringleberry.
Thanks.
You probably have time to make it down to kickoff. I'll call the captain and make sure the Troublemint twin here is locked up and won't cause any more trouble.
You know, Bobby has a box seat here. You're welcome to stay and watch the game.
Really?
Yeah, and maybe after we can get dinner?
I could think of worse ways to spend Christmas Eve.
Great, it's box 29. I'll see you after the game.
McCringleberry starts to leave.
McCringleberry, wait.
Tracy kisses him.
For luck?
Thanks.
He starts to leave again, but stops at the doorway.
And you can call me Joe.
He winks and goes out the door. Cut to exterior, football stadium night. Captain Willis is at a podium surrounded by reporters with microphones and cameras.
All we can say at this time is that there was a threat against Mr. McCringleberry's life tonight, but one of our detectives was able to thwart the plan, and the suspect is now in custody.
The camera pans over to a patrol officer putting Gemma in the back of a police car.
And I would have gotten away with it if it were not for those meddling cops.
The camera pans back over to the captain.
Well, someone just made their lawyer's job a lot harder.
Samantha, a reporter from KRMT News, flags Captain Willis to ask a question.
Was this at all related to the Christmas festival incident last year?
I am not able to divulge more details at this time.
What about Bonnie, the missing baggage handler from the airport who was reunited with her family moments ago? I'm hearing that this incident might be related.
I will defer to the port police on that matter. We're just glad Bonnie is safe and healthy so she can spend Christmas with her family.
Interior football stadium broadcast booth night. The two announcers are seated at the desk watching the footage of the captain walking away from the podium.
And that was the scene outside the stadium only moments ago. Truly harrowing stuff. As for the game, it's halftime and Seattle leads 13-0. Great Christmas Eve game so far, and an inspired performance by star kicker Joe McCringleberry.
That's right, Bert. McCringleberry is really on his game tonight. Whatever this threat was, it certainly hasn't affected his gameplay tonight.
Well, Ernie, we'll see if he can keep it going in the second half. We'll be back with our halftime show after a few words from your local news station.
Interior, box 29, night. The camera pulls back to see that Tracy has been watching this on TV in the box seats. The TV cuts to a scene of Gern, George, and Betty at the Christmas festival.
This is Gern Blanston. Join me after the game for a full report on the Port Caldwell Christmas Festival, where I was the guest of honor. And I'll also be talking to festival organizer George Matheson and his wife Betty. How do you think it went this year?
Another great year. Everyone had lots of fun.
We were a little worried after all the excitement last year, but the Christmas spirit will always come through at the Port Caldwell Christmas Festival.
So true. We'll have more with George and Betty after the game.
Holly and Bobby enter.
Tracy! You stayed for the game!
Holly, what are you doing here? I thought you were flying to Colorado.
Well, turns out when there's a bomb on the plane, they don't just keep flying like nothing happened, even if you defuse it.
Yeah, they turned us around and we had to land back here in Seattle.
They couldn't book you another flight?
Funny enough, most of the other passengers were just making a connection in Denver, so they got booked on other flights directly to where they were going. But they didn't have any room on any flights to Denver until tomorrow morning.
Which is a real bummer because we'll miss Christmas morning with Holly's family.
I might be able to help with that.
McCringleberry enters. Bobby walks over to give him a big hug.
Hey, Joe! Merry Christmas! Glad you're all right.
And playing a great game tonight. But are you allowed up here during the game?
Yeah, they don't actually know I left. Just came up and check on the lady who saved my life tonight.
Tracy and McCringleberry exchange a glance. Bobby and Holly exchange glances, and Holly mouths, It's about time.
But listen, I have a private jet and I was planning to spend Christmas in LA, but I'd be happy to fly you guys to Denver tonight.
Thanks, Joe. But Colorado is not exactly on the way to LA.
I'm sure I can find something fun to do in Colorado on Christmas.
You're certainly welcome to spend Christmas with my family. My aunt has this huge house with a ton of extra rooms.
That sounds lovely.
I'd be so bold as to say there's enough rooms for everybody.
They all look at Tracy.
Whoa, this is moving pretty fast. First it was just dinner, and now we're absconding to Colorado for Christmas.
Speaking of moving fast, I gotta get back before they notice I'm gone. Any chance I can get some of that luck for the second half?
Tracy and McCringleberry kiss. Then McCringleberry giggles nervously and leaves. Holly and Bobby look at Tracy.
Well, well, well.
Don't start. But did you know he had a thing for me this whole time?
Literally everyone but you knew he had a thing for you.
But how did you know about the wires?
Thanks to our Christmas Initiative friends, I discovered that Gemma had a locket with photos of her and Alana. One in a red sweater, the other one in a green sweater. I realized that both the wires represented the sisters, and that you can't just stop one, you have to stop them both.
We were being terrorized by a 60s Batman villain.
Well, it's not how I planned to tell you about the Christmas Initiative, but welcome aboard.
Well, better late than never. Now we're partners twice over.
I'll drink to that.
They all grab drinks from the fridge and make their way to the seats that face the football field. Cut to exterior football field night. The clock is ticking down for the last few seconds of the game. McCringleberry kicks the ball and it goes through the uprights of the field goal. The crowd cheers. The final score reads 16-14. Seattle has won. People storm the field, among them Tracy, Holly, and Bobby, who find McCringleberry, and they all have a big group hug. The camera pans up to the box seats where we now see Candace and the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. Interior, box 29, night.
You've got to stop stealing my lines, bro.
Sorry, it seemed to fit the situation.
Speaking of lines, I feel like something's missing.
God bless us, everyone.
He did it again!
Roll credits. A Bomb for Christmas 2, Past, Present, and Future was written, directed, and produced by Tim Babb, with the voice talents of Kiki Cronin as Tracy Chabert, Emily Sherb as Gemma and Alana Rikmanovich, Jeffrey Cronin as the Russian voice, Brendan Sherb as Bobby McTiernan, Trish Healy as Betty, Tim Dumont as the Plane Captain, Kira Hogue as Simone Grubbs, Leslie Victorine as Samantha the Reporter, Michael Babb as Quinn, James Babb as Patrick, and Danelle Babb as Holly McTiernan, with special podcaster guest stars. Jax Collier from Deck the Hallmark as Candace from the Christmas Initiative, Brian Earl from Christmas Past as the Ghost of Christmas Past, Mike Westfall from the Advent Calendar House podcast as Captain Willis, Edward Frizzell from That's Hindsight as George, Noah from Tancast as Joe McCringleberry, Jerry D from Totally Rad Christmas as Bert, Sean Sotka from the Christmas podcast as Ernie, Mignon Fogarty from the Grammar Girl Quick and Dirty Tips for Better Writing podcast as Mayor DeLeo, and Alonzo Duralde from Linoleum Night, Maximum Film, Breakfast All Day, and Deck the Hallmark as the Ghost of Christmas Present. The choral versions of We Wish You a Merry Christmas and the Star-Spangled Banner were performed by the 1995 Lincoln High School Chamber Ensemble. Deck the Halls A was performed by Kevin MacLeod, found at Incompetech.com and used under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0 license. Sound effects from 2020's A Bomb for Christmas were found at freesound.org and were used under an Attribution 4.0 license with specific links found in the show notes of this episode. All other music and sound effects were public domain and found at pixabay.com. This made-for-podcast Christmas movie is a work of fiction. Any similarity to actual persons living or dead or actual events is purely coincidental. Copyright 2025 by the Can't Wait for Christmas podcast, all rights reserved.
This is your captain speaking. Please remain seated as we prepare the cabin for the outtakes. Thank you for flying A Bomb for Christmas 2.
Hi, Tim. Sorry if this is late, but here we go. Just a reminder, I am not an actor, but I'm going to give this my best shot.
Wait, how did this sister even escape that festival that night? Surely she would have been rounded up with the rest of Alana's goons. Goons!
They searched everywhere for a Gemma Rikmanovich. Thanks, Tim. Gemma Rikmanovich. Gemma Rikmanovich. Coming this fall, Tim Babb and Mike Westfall star in Being Gemma Rikmanovich.
Rated R.
Hi, I was Michael. I still am.
You were Michael?
Still
what
am.
are you now? You're a mystery.
Hi, I'm Michael Babb, and I played Quinn. And I'd like a snack. I'm hungry.
Okay, and this is the one I thought that I've written this perfectly in Noah's voice to say kinda silly. Oh no, my constant flirting leads to disaster yet again.
I wasn't sure if it was like, maybe I could got the. I wasn't sure if it was like serious.
I mean, it is. I mean, it's technically a serious situation, but it was like a, you know, when a like a Kevin Smith character says like a funny line in the middle of something serious going on.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh no, my constant flirting. Hold on. Oh no, my constant flirting leads to disaster yet again.
Wait, no.
No, that's too much. Oh no!
That you were too happy that time.
Oh no! My constant flirting leads to disaster yet again.
Stop laughing!
Sorry. Reset. Oh no! Okay.
This is Gurren Blanston retakes, now with more pop filter reshoots. This feels like a Marvel movie now. I've always wanted to be part of a Marvel movie.
What about Bonnie, the missing baggage handler from the airport who was reunited with her family moments ago? I'm hearing that this incident might be related. And there's an airplane, so I'm going to wait for that to pass by. I don't know if you can hear it or not. But now that I'm talking, my bird decided to tweet. Shut up.
Despite the fact that each side had been taught that the other side was evil, they worked together and saved Christmas.
Sorry, I was sitting there just enjoying your performance and I forgot that we were doing something. Like, she's great.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I have some good dialogue to work with.
I can't believe the man he trusted, his business partner, would turn out to be such a cruel madman. I feel like some of the timing on that was strange.
Yeah, but like the gravitas was there.
Gravitas, thank you. No one has ever described me as having gravitas. Thank you. Right.
Well, talk around to more Americans. You'll get it all the time.
Yeah, that's it.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you chestnuts?
The day you, your partner Holly, and that football player you find so attractive stopped a bomb from going off near the Port Caldwell Christmas Festival.
That was a monster of a sentence, and you handled it beautifully.
Oh, thanks.
And there it is. The once great Joe McCringleberry, now a Britter. Okay, let's try that again. There are 4 dogs and 3 cats and 2 people upstairs. It's a fun time. I tried to record at a late hour. I'm trying not to have too many bloopers in here so you don't have too much to cut. I apologize.
This feels slightly over the top, so I apologise. But at the same time, it feels right for Die Hard.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what this is. And, you know, it has to be a little more emotive for, like, a radio drama.
Yeah, of course.
Because you like a lot of the acting is done with like subtle nuances of your facial expressions or body language, which you can't do. So you gotta
absolutely.
You gotta do the inflections with your voice, and then you get the sound effects too that Tim will add post recording.
Oh yeah, that's the best part about it. I'm just looking forward to when we have to do the live action version, and I can play George. I'll be old enough to play George.
I can do mine really good. I don't need to be seen.
Like, yeah, it's Christmas Eve. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. Definitely. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. Hello. Sí, es la día antes que Navidad.
I want to replay this for Gma when she asks why you guys aren't in the show more.
Is that gonna be an Outtakes?
Yeah, for sure.
Yay!
Oh no, my constant flirting leads to disaster yet again. Nope, that wasn't it.
No, but I liked it actually. I actually liked it. I was like, oh, yeah. It sounds like you doing an impression of me while I'm trying to do an impression of you, which is like this is just eating itself.
Okay, so let me try. How would Noah say it? I'm Noah. How would I say it?
All All we can say at this time is that there was a threat. That's your fault.
Yes!
This is so fun. Let's see. There's more at the end, right?
There's one last line at the very end.
Perfect.
Oh, yes, because I couldn't figure out how to work God Bless Us Everyone in here, so I decided to bring you three back.
I love that. It's like, we gotta do this one.
Hi there, this is Alonzo.
You're a ghost. Like Jiminy Cricket from that Mickey Mouse cartoon? Hi, Tim. Love your work. I'm just going to try a different line to see if you like this better. Like in that one Bill Murray movie?
So you're doing all these individually and then you're stitching them all together?
Yeah, it's real. I did a dry read through myself of like all the voices, just so I could sort of have it in my head. And then like as people have been coming in, I've been stitching in their parts like a little jigsaw puzzle. And I'm like, I forgot how much I enjoyed this part of it the first time. Like making people who were not in the same room like have conversations with each other.
Yeah.
Especially because there's like the gal who's the lead actress. The reason I bumped her character up to the lead actress for the sequel is because she'll do like a bunch of different takes and I'll be like, oh, that's good. And then I'll hear the next one. I'm like, that's good too. Now I have to decide which one I like better. And like they're completely different reads on it. Like that one, like you can tell like the character is like stressed, but you're like, this one you could tell the character has a through line to something else. I'm like, oh, she's just making such great choices.
So I'm being interviewed by Gunn here, aren't I? Yeah?
Yes.
And am I enthusiastic?
For sure. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Like George is blissfully unaware of all the uglinesses. George and Betty are both blissfully unaware that there was a bomb, that there was a plane, there was an alternate future where people died. None of it. They just had a banging festival
fantastic,
this year.
Yeah.
It's December 24th.
You sound a little angry. Let's not. You're not angry as a person. You just can't.
I said it's December 24th.
All right. And then one last one. Just say thanks, but like it's like a sigh of relief. Like, oh, thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, a little less Batman.
Okay.
Thanks. Now I'm free.
Thanks. No, that was it. Man, acting is hard.
Another great year. Everyone had lots of fun. A lot of fun, sorry. Another great year. Everyone had a lot of fun.
I may use lots. It sounds more natural. I'm sort of George Lucas when I write these scripts. It's easy to type it, not as easy to say it.
Yeah, but you're not like George Lucas as you don't expect him to say it.
Yeah, well, also, I didn't put Jar Jar in here once.
No, that's true. And I don't expect you to come back in 30 years' time and change it. So
that would be hilarious.
That would be great.
For your listening pleasure, punches and grunts.
Ouch. Oop. Erg. Who says erg when they get kicked in the face?
Let's visit a recent Christmas and see if we can't find the answers you seek.
This is exactly how I envisioned it in my head, and it is wonderful.
Perfect. Okay.
How did you know about the wires? How did you know about the wires? That just sounds condescending.
You're right.
How did you even know about the wires? How did you figure it out about the wires? How? But how did you know about the wires? The wires! To cut them both, that's wild. How'd you know? Who cares about McCringleberry and what he thinks of you? More?
No, I feel like we got it. And that's the end. Hi, I'm Tim. I was the narrator. I just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you to everybody who helped make this happen, especially all the cast. And I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and thanks for 10 great years of this podcast. So until next time, keep laughing all the way.